I thought I'd make a quick video to demonstrate how to type the answers for this quiz in case you have never done this before on eCampus. I'd also like to show you how to type this in Microsoft Word in case you would like to type your homework for this section. Alright, so here's question 1 on your quiz for this Friday. If you click in this box to answer, you can either just type this using your keyboard, so I will just copy the problem. This is not the answer. But if you copy the problem, you would just start typing 2x plus 5 plus 3x. And then the only thing that might be new here is just how to enter an exponent. So if you use this little caret symbol, that indicates an exponent. And then type the exponent after that. Okay, and then just continue on. Here's the rest of the problem. A second way to do this is to use the built-in equation editor. So I would click this little pi symbol, right, and then you could start typing 2x plus 5 plus 3x. And then same thing, if you type the little caret symbol, it doesn't show up, but it will bump your next number up into the exponent. So there's 3x squared. And the way to get out of the exponent is to just use your right arrow key, right? Or you can also hit the space bar. Both of those do the same thing. And I know there's more to it, but we can stop there. Sometimes when you enter equations like this, if you had previously hit enter or a space, it doesn't usually preserve that. So then you just need to re-enter that spacing or whatever it is that you wanted. You can insert multiple equations here. So let's say you're showing your work and you've got some multiple steps, then you can just hit enter and insert a second or third equation, etc. Let's say you make a mistake. You don't actually have to retype the whole equation. You can edit these. So let's say I notice now that I forgot this minus 4x plus 6. So then you click on the equation and then click this little image symbol and it pulls up the equation. You can edit and then re-click insert and it will put it back where it was. Make that correction. Okay, so that's eCampus, and then let's take a look at how you would type these in Microsoft Word. Alright, I'm using Word 2016, but the steps would be fairly similar if you have a different version of Word, and this is available for all LBC students, so even if you are using a Mac product and you don't have a subscription to Microsoft Word, you can get one. And all of that info is on LBC's website, so let me know if you need help finding that. Alright, so I'm in Word, and let's say that this is the equation that I want to enter. Alright, so similarly to in eCampus, you could just type this using the keyboard. So let's say it's we start in and do that. So here's 3x squared plus 4x cubed plus, and then here's the only trick to this one. If you type, I see this a lot. People will write this to mean 1/2 x, and this doesn't actually mean 1/2 x. This means 1 over 2x. So what I've just typed here is the same thing as if this was an x in the denominator. Okay, so we don't want that. So to indicate this, you would just put a parentheses around the 1/2. Okay, and then that means 1/2 times x, or the x would be in the numerator. Okay, and then we can also type this using the equation editor in Word, or really in any of the Microsoft products. So this is in PowerPoint as well. A couple ways to get to it. You can click Insert on this toolbar at the top. And again, it might look a little different depending on your version. And then here's the Insert an Equation. So you click that. Okay, so it inserts it, and then along the top, you now have lots of different design options here. You've got some, fractions. Okay, and you can play around with some options in there. For this unit, all you really need is just the keyboard shortcuts that we've been using. All right, so you can type 3x squared, and unlike the eCampus one, notice the caret does show up. But if you want that to be be formatted to look like this, then you would just hit the space bar, and then it turns it into an exponent. Okay, so here's plus 4x cubed. This one's nice because it also doesn't need spaces between terms. It makes things look a little prettier and more spaced out. Okay, and then plus 1/2. So you use this little slash to indicate a fraction or division. And then as soon as you hit the space bar, it converts it over to a vertical fraction. And then you can type X. A second way to pull up that equation editor rather than hitting the insert, okay, you can press the Alt key, hold that down, and then press equals, and then that pulls up the same thing. Let's say you're in the middle of typing one of these and you want to change the font or something. Okay, so you go to home and you make it bold, or you change the size, etc. And then you need to get back to that equation editor. So notice, like, if you click out of it or something and it's gone and you click back in, then just click on this design toolbar at the top. Okay, and it also says equation tools above it. And then it pulls back all of your options again. Alright, hopefully that gets you started with typing these things. Remember, handwriting these and uploading a picture is always an option as well, but I just thought I would go over this in case you would like to do the typing.